Hello. I wanted to reach out to you this afternoon to thank you for the just enthusiastic response we had on yesterday's service. It was just encouraging for everybody that was involved. Heard from everybody who took part in recording, editing, playing music. Everybody involved at every level just seemed extremely gratified that so many people turned out to worship together, even when we couldn't be together. Thank you for your response to that and for your participation. I've been putting out these short little videos, and I hope they're an encouragement to you. Today, I was just considering this idea that shows up over 300 times in the Bible, where somebody is talking to somebody else and refers to God as the Lord your God. I'm thinking particularly about somebody who was talking to David one time and referred to the Lord as the Lord your God when she was talking to David. And that seems important to me. I wonder, when somebody talks to me, do they think about the Lord as being the Lord my God? Would they in any way want to refer to the Lord as the Lord Tim's God? The reason this strikes me as so important is it's such a personal thing to say. These days, we're going to be thrown into tight quarters with our families and not many other people at all. And it's always struck me as being very important, and you've heard me say it before, that if your family doesn't see your dedication to God, there's something wrong, something seriously wrong. And these days, we have to be thinking about things like the fruit of the Spirit, kindness, gentleness, self-control, even as we interact with our families, especially as we interact with our families. Does your husband or your wife think of the Lord as your God because of the way you behave, because of the way you treat those who are closest to you? Cabin fever can be a very difficult thing to deal with. And I know, so do you, that when you're holed up with somebody for a long time, it's easy to start getting on each other's nerves. So let me just encourage you to put into practice those things we talked about in the fall. The fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. We're told there's no law against these things. There's a lot of things against the law this week that weren't against the law last week, but these things are still fine. So practice the fruit of the Spirit. Make sure when people think about you, it's in terms of the Lord your God.